It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. An influx of moisture across the south will increase heavy to excessive rainfall chances for the western and central Gulf Coast. Also, freezing rain and sleet with ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch is expected for areas further north. That's where an Arctic air mass remains. Meanwhile, heavy rain, ice, and mountain snow continue to impact parts of the west coast. Closer to home, snow continues to fall today, and it will continue to cause issues for area roads. We're going to have a break from the snow tonight through tomorrow morning, but another round of snow for the mountains on Tuesday and Wednesday. Roads will continue to remain slick, snow-packed, with another round of snowfall. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. The village of Tularosa is going to have a special meeting tomorrow at 4. I spoke with Deborah Cooksey, mayor of Tularosa. She says one of the items on the agenda is to discuss the Laredo's bakery business license. We've been told that the bakery does not have a proper grease trap installed.
They got a lot of grease going down our sewer line, which is clogging up the sewer line down that street that's affecting our residents.
Cooksey says if they present a plan, that should work. The last thing she wants to do is close a business. We previously reported that Tularosa had hired a new chief of police from Georgia. Turns out, he's not coming after all.
His family didn't want to move down here, so I made the lieutenant the captain.
So the newly hired Lieutenant Warren Candelaria is now captain, and with him comes 20 years of federal law enforcement. The village continues to seek more officers. Mayor Cooksey is asking for the approval for the dismissal of employee Jose Garza. Garza was brought on as a police officer back in 2022.
He's decommissioned. He's not an officer anymore. I don't have anywhere to put him.
The meeting may or may not be streamed on Facebook. However, Cooksey tells us that the audio-video equipment should be installed later this month so that all meetings will be streamed going forward. The Alamogordo City Commission regular meeting is occurring tomorrow at 6:30. On the agenda includes consider and act upon a map amendment to change the current zoning of the property with a parcel adjacent to 1901 South Hamilton Road from manufactured housing subdivision to neighborhood business district. Also consider and act upon repealing or revising Chapter 7, Section 70530 of the Code of Ordinances concerning prohibiting the feeding of pigeons. In closing, we'll see appointments to boards and committees, followed by the adjournment into executive session. Please be aware that Oregon Avenue between 9th and 10th Street will be closed today between 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. due to the heavy equipment needed for the replacement of a large HVAC unit at the Alamogordo Public Library. The entirety of the library, including the outside book drop, will be closed to the public to ensure safety. Coming up on January 25th is the Republican Party of Otero County pre-primary convention. I spoke with Vice Chair Josh Beasley.
We'll be electing our delegate party to represent Otero County at the state convention. We will be electing, I believe it is 23 positions from the Republican community to go represent Otero County at the state convention. And now what the delegates will do there is they will vote to put candidates on the ballot.
Email rpoc88310@gmail.com for more information or check out the RPOC Facebook page. Well, today is Monday. Let's have a pup date from Animal Village NM.
Hi, Sunny Harris, Animal Village NM, with a reminder to those who sent in applications for the New Mexico Veterinary Board's free spay-neuter program. The letters of approval with instructions have been sent from the state of New Mexico to the address you provided, so be sure to check your mail. If you missed out, you may have another opportunity this summer, so keep on taking care of your pets safely inside your home and keep any intact pets apart. Remember that intact males will normally display more aggression toward other intact males, so all pets who have not been spayed or neutered need to be kept apart until spayed or neutered. To those of you who purchased puppies from illegal backyard breeders not registered with the city of Alamogordo, remember that if the breeder didn't give you the required proof of vaccination, your puppy can be at huge risk for lethal parvo, distemper, and other dangerous conditions, as well as congenital deformities. Your responsibility as a pet guardian is to bring your puppy or kitten to the veterinarian as soon as possible for life-saving wellness visits and vaccinations. Low-cost vaccination clinics are offered in Otero County and Lincoln County, so check with your veterinarian for days and times. For those of you experiencing difficulty with emergency situations, finding yourselves challenged by providing food and care for your families, including your pets, Animal Village NM provides free pet food to area food banks. In Alamogordo, contact Love Inc., 1106 Ohio Street, next to Lowe's Market. Ruidoso, contact Lincoln County Food Bank, 138 Service Road, for days and times of operation. This month, we were able to provide more than 700 pounds of cat and dog food to these food banks. In 2023, we delivered literally tons of pet food to local food banks to help keep pets in their homes. Animal Village NM subsidized 201 low-income spay-neuter surgeries in Otero County and assisted hundreds more to obtain free surgeries from the state. That means that thousands of unwanted litters will never be born to suffer in Otero and Lincoln counties. Fewer bite incidents, as these spayed or neutered pets will be calmer, and families will have the love of their pets for many more decades because they'll be healthier vaccinated pets. To make more help possible for pets suffering in your community, become a monthly sponsor at animalvillagenm.org. Donate shoes at First Savings Bank or our bucks by the ATM at the White Sands Mall. Hope you're having a wonderful new year and that you'll remember that we're helping to make it better for animals in need near you. animalvillagenm.org.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Local sports, local events, and local happenings, and more. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Joel Ruiz of Dulce was convicted by a jury on Friday for luring underage children into his trailer and then sexually assaulting at least two of those kids. One was 6 or 7 at the time of the assault. The other was only 3 or 4. He's facing a minimum of 30 years up to life in prison. Pedro Martinez, a former CYFD employee, has been accused of having inappropriate contact with teenagers. Martinez was in court for the first time on Saturday, facing felony charges of contributing to the delinquency of a minor and custodial interference while working for the Children, Youth, and Families Department. He was warned back in October of 2023 for allegedly using Snapchat and TikTok in order to speak with the teens outside of work hours. Police interviewed Martinez about these allegations. He claimed he didn't have any of these kids at his house, but the neighbors say otherwise, coming and going from the house, even breaking a window. The arrest warrant states that Martinez finally admitted that 2 teens had been staying with him off and on over the last couple of months. Documents show the teens, a 17 and 15-year-old, told police that Martinez would routinely smoke marijuana with them and even gave them nicotine. Judge Asta Elliott ruled to let Martinez go ahead of his next court appearance.
Mr. Martinez, you're going to be released on your own recognizance in this case.
But that decision did come with conditions.
Maintain contact with your attorney, and you're not to have any contact whatsoever with any named victim in this case or anyone else who might testify as a witness.
When reached for comment, CYFD only confirmed that Martinez was no longer an employee. A year into Sam Bregman's tenure as the Bernalillo County District Attorney, he went over all the cases in his office prosecuted in 2023. 2 weeks into 2024, his office has now dropped well over 150 DWI cases.
Dismissing them is like taking a gut punch. I mean, it made me sick to my stomach.
Bregman speaking with KOAT.
I can't talk about any details. I would just refer you all to the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Federal agents are investigating at least 4 homes belonging to officers within the Albuquerque Police Department's DWI unit and a 5th that belongs to a local attorney. These homes were searched by the FBI on Thursday. The same officers whose homes were searched were working cases that Bregman dismissed.
We're going to continue to work with our law enforcement partners. This is an investigation taken on by the feds, if you will, and that investigation needs to be done and completed to their satisfaction.
In the meantime, Bregman states there was no other option but to drop the cases. Improving New Mexico's healthcare system is a priority for the state government during this year's legislative session. Jason Espinoza reports from the Roundhouse.
Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham stated the state address and executive budget recommendation. Investments in healthcare remain a priority for the 30-day legislative session. The governor told legislators that she will be requesting another $100 million for the Rural Healthcare Delivery Fund, which offers funding to support rural healthcare facilities and providers in New Mexico, allowing for the ability to increase access to services such as primary care, maternal child health, and more. Additionally, the governor noted she will be requesting additional Medicaid funding so that providers can meet growing demands. Specifically, the executive recommendation includes $87.9 million for Medicaid provider rate increases to keep up with federal guidelines and to make New Mexico a more attractive place for Medicaid providers to practice. The executive recommendation also includes a $2 million increase in recurring funding to the Aging and Long-Term Services Department for the New Mexicare program. According to the executive branch, the increased commitment ensures seniors receive the comprehensive and compassionate care they deserve. The executive branch also recommends $4 million in recurring funding for the area agencies on aging to increase salaries to $15 an hour and facilitate senior services such as adult daycare, senior centers, and family caregiver support available to seniors. For the New Mexico News Network, I'm Jason Espinoza.
Gadsden Superintendent Travis Dempsey confirmed that Gadsden High School saw yellow water Friday morning. Students have been asked not to drink from water fountains, and the district set up water dispensers for students to drink and also provided the kitchen clean water for cooking and cleaning. The Anthony Water and Sanitation Department stated that the discolored water was the result of disruption and agitation of minerals due to flushing from a water main break near the high school. The utility also states that the water is safe to drink despite the discoloration.
The thing for me is that we want to make sure our kids, everybody's drinking safe water. And nobody wants to drink discolored water, even if someone tells us it's safe.
Dempsey speaking with KVIA. As a precautionary measure, the Gadsden Independent School District decided to keep water dispensers available into this week. The water quality for the district has been called into question multiple times this school year. The previous water issues for portions of Gadsden fell under the Camino Real Regional Utility Authority. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 8 games for New Mexico girls basketball today, including the New Mexico Military Institute at Fort Sumner House. 3 games for New Mexico varsity basketball today. None of those are in the local area. Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for cloudy skies with a 10% chance for showers. Cloudy tonight with a 60% chance of showers. New precipitation amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Tomorrow, an 80% chance for showers. New precipitation amounts up to 1/4 of an inch expected. Your high today in the basin, 56. Low tonight of 39. High tomorrow, 51 degrees. In Cloudcroft, partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance for rain and snow. New snow accumulation of 1 to 2 inches expected. Winds are going to be gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with an 80% chance for snow. New snow accumulation between 1/2 to 1 inch expected. Winds are going to be gusting as high as 24 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies with an 80% chance for snow. New snow accumulation around 3 inches expected. Winds are going to be gusting as high as 16 miles per hour. Your high today for Cloudcroft, 34. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 17. Low tonight of 27. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 18. High tomorrow, 32. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 21 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts. complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.